Imagine Tarkov, but the map hates gravity. Floors become ceilings, corridors fold like origami, and the guy lasering you from down the hall is actually sprinting on the ceiling. That's Active Matter, a reality-bending extraction shooter that looks incredible on B-roll, but then you realize it's published by Gaijin, the War Thunder and the Enlisted people, and we'll get to why that matters in a little bit. Active Matter drops you into quantum unstable zones, fractured slices of reality where physics is more of just a suggestion. You raid, you loot, you harvest this mysterious resource called Active Matter. Hey, that's the name of the game. And you try to extract before the space you're standing in decides up is down and deletes your fucking spine. I don't know. It's PvPvE. Other players will happily end your run, and the environment is trying to help them do it. Gunplay seems grounded enough from the trailers we've seen. Real-world style rifles, shotguns, DMRs, LMGs. The twist in this game is more the traversal. You can wall run, you can slide, you can chain momentum, and in some spaces it looks like you're literally running along ceilings like some military Peter Parker. Visually, I think the game looks really killer. Tactically, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I imagine all of the people that were pissed off that Modern Warfare 2019 had like 5 or 6 windows to look at when they came around the corner. Now you have ceilings that are floors, walls that are ceilings. I really got to just play it for myself. We're going to talk about that as well, because that's coming up soon. So you not only have your squad, you have enemy squads, and then in my opinion, I think the level itself is the third team that you have to look out for. Anomalies, they bend gravity, they skew sightlines, and they turn cover into traps. Think SCP style weirdness, objects and zones that behave just kind of wrong. Maybe a little stalker blended in the mix here as well. You'll be planning an extract and then suddenly the route might just tilt in front of you, your floors ripple, and a squad that was 2 corners away might now be on the ceiling above you. And now I need to see how this is going to work in an online space, because I really don't know how that's going to just be visually. I don't want everything to just kind of devolve into visual soup, but I do think it's going to create some fucking insane moments for people. Like as you're extracting, shit just changes around you and might put players in your path or might put another anomaly or a creature in the path. I don't know. It just looks fucking insane. Lore-wise, scientists use this active matter that you're trying to extract to pull items in from alternate timelines, replicating gear, tinkering with gravity tech, all of the sci-fi elements that you want to see in a game like this. This active matter can basically feed your progression. You bring stuff out, you process it, you craft, and then try to insulate future raids from total disaster. And from what I understand, it's basic extraction shooter rules. If you die in a raid, what you had on you, what isn't protected, is gone. And from the looks of it, they're not just running like in and out raid style extraction. They also have straight PvP modes, so squad versus squad gunfights that use the same weird like space tool set. The pitch here is dozens of players, which is exciting. Also maybe a little terrifying if you combine the warp traversal. Netcode and readability are going to be the 2 biggest problems that I think this game runs into. But again, that's just me saying it. This is kind of like a preview / my impressions based on what we're seeing in the trailers. It's going to be the make or break for this title. And also, we got to talk about the publisher themselves. We all got to be adults. Gaijin likes to ship big, technically ambitious games, and honestly, I think they have a fun library of titles, but every time Gaijin gets brought up in a YouTube video, have you guys ever read the comments? A lot of people hate Gaijin. And a lot of that frustration stems from their monetization models. Usually there's pay to win or at least pay to accelerate or pay to advance stuff that people are just fucking sick of. But I do think like when you look at their library, they actually make some pretty fun titles. I'm just gonna fucking say it. This isn't sponsored. I don't give a shit. War Thunder, Crossout fucking slaps. Star Conflict was a great PvP game. Enlisted was okay, but I do think they have a pretty decent library, and I'm not gonna hide that. I know people hate them, but I really do think if most of those games got rid of that pay to accelerate style monetization, they would be a beloved publisher in the space. I don't know what the microtransactions are gonna look like in this one. We're gonna talk about their pre-sale packages in just a little bit. But I think Gaijin has a pretty decent track record, at least enough to make me want to look over the fence at this one. Now, if you guys haven't heard, the game is launching in 2026 on Steam, but they are doing a pre-sale on their website right now, and they're actually launching on their site on September 9th, 2025. So realistically, in about a week and a half from when you guys are watching this video. They're basically following the same route they did with Enlisted. I know there's going to be some people that want to just see the game launch on Steam. Totally get it. I'm kind of in the same boat. But as a content creator, I also want to be in as soon as possible, so we got to try it out for ourselves. I am going to be picking up the game on their website. Just keep in mind, if you do, you aren't protected by refunds. You don't have a 2-week window. It's not like Steam. You're kind of just biting the bullet if you're going into it. And they have 4 different editions that if you are jumping in and you want to just try the game out, it's $40 Canadian with no refunds. And just like with Tarkov and Gray Zone Warfare, if you jump in at the standard edition, you get this starter gear pack, which I don't know what that is. You also get credits and crystallized active matter, which I'm guessing is their premium currency. You extract with active matter in game. I don't know what the crystallized version is, but the fact that you only get 300 of it tells me that's probably a premium currency. And then when you go to the advanced, you get advanced edition bonuses. You also get unique pre-order bonuses like cosmetics, and you get everything else here. Here you get premium edition bonuses. I don't know what the difference is between these two, but it's more expensive, so you probably get more cool stuff. And then you get this one, 2 keys for the standard edition to share with your friends. Now, this is where it's a little confusing. I'm going to click on this one here. This is the big boy, the big elite squad edition. So from the looks of the picture, this tells me you get 3 keys. You get your elite squad case, and then you get 2 standard edition keys to give to your friends. But they actually don't make it clear if it's 2 keys or 3. But as you can see, dude, you get large backpacks, pistols, assault quad bikes, warhammers. I think this is like a pay for advantage style system, but I also understand these guys aren't the first ones to do it. There's a ton of different extraction shooters that do this exact same thing, and then obviously you get all the extra cosmetics and the goodies. I hate when they put gear behind a pay window like this. It's fucking weird, and it should be called out. But I also understand that if people are accepting it in games like Tarkov, I mean, why can't these guys do it too? I guess it's just a shitty spot that we're all in. The pay to win accusations, or they're never beating them. They're never fucking beating him. Now, as far as what I can tell, you can earn all of this stuff by playing the game and just earning it in game. But man, those optics are just always fucking trash, and I don't know why studios keep doing this. Just stop. Get some help. Fucking learn from the past. Anyway, you're going to see people call it pay to win. You're going to see people say, well, it's just kind of pay to advance or pay to accelerate. In my opinion, it's just pay for an advantage, which is still a fucking problem. And here's the thing too, like we talk about this wall running, we talk about the crazy over the top movement, the traversal. We've literally been talking about how Call of Duty is going the jetpack jump pack route for the past like 3 weeks now. And everybody's hating on that. I'm curious how people are going to feel about another studio, not obviously making Call of Duty, but they're doing the same kind of traversal. You got the wall running, you got the crazy mechanics. This looks like it could be a future Black Ops themed title here in the future. But are people gonna shit on them for it? I think back to Infinite Warfare's reveal, it's still a museum piece for the most disliked fucking YouTube video. And now we have Black Ops 7 kind of going the same route, jump packs, jumping around, wall running. Are people going to say the same thing about active matter? Is it going to even find a player base? Or is it because Call of Duty has been doing the same fucking thing year over year? They're rehashing old ideas. Everybody's just COD fatigued. But if a fresh IP can get away with some of those mechanics, will people give them a little bit of leeway? I'm curious to see. Obviously, we're not going to be able to tell what the player numbers are until we get concrete evidence via the Steam Community Hub, and maybe that's why they don't want to go to Steam yet, or maybe it's that 30% cut, I don't know. But if active matter can stick the landing on readability, time to kill, net code, I think the same players that are yelling like no jetpack, fucking jumping around movement, I think they might be fine hopping into this one. Pun intended. I think the major issues that these guys are going to run into, obviously the first one being the economy. If the addition perks and store pricing slide into that pay to accelerate / pay to win territory, the honeymoon phase doesn't even really get started. Number 2, I think, is going to be netcode and visual clarity. Dozens of players plus gravity hacks plus fast time to kill. And if the servers and the hit reg aren't dialed like we've seen in other tests in the past from Gaijin, I remember the first time I played Enlisted, it was a fucking disaster. If those aren't dialed right now and you have packs on your site that are upwards of $120, if I can't read the fight, I don't care who wins. I'm just going to uninstall. And the third one is that player launch friction, why they're not going to Steam. They're rolling out on the publisher storefront before Steam. Everybody always looks at that and they automatically raise red flags. Their ears are pinging. What the fuck is going on? What are you trying to hide? If there's no progress carryover, if the friends list get all fucked, we've seen this stuff before when games launch on one platform and then they come to Steam later, things are broken and buggy for months on end. If those answers aren't clean, people are either just going to wait or they're just going to tell you to go fuck yourself. It's just how it is. What I would need to see right now to be like, hey guys, I'm on board and I think you should try it out. Because honestly, like, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel on September 9th. Give me a transparent economy explainer. How often are we earning high value currency? How fast can a regular player get these special passes in the containers without playing? Show me a netcode breakdown with player counts in anomaly heavy spaces. Let me feel that lag, if there is any. Let me feel that experience. I also want you to commit to a clear roadmap. Steam timing, console parity, anti-cheat, and whether progress is going to carry over cleanly. If all of those boxes can get ticked, I think this goes from an interesting experiment to something I might actually say, hey, it's pretty decent. Active Matter has a really cool pitch in the extraction shooter genre. Milsim guns inside a crazy funhouse that's just trying to kill you. If the movement can stay readable, the servers don't melt, and the economy respects your time as somebody who might not want to put a lot of money into it, this could be the weird, ambitious, unique twist that people have been looking for in this space. But it's Gaijin, so eyes and ears open. Gotta be cautiously hyped about it. I think it does look good, but I'm not blindly buying into the deluxe backpack with special passes. I also want to watch how they tune the grind on day one, coming from the people who buy from the store to when it goes to Steam. Do things shift in between there to make the Steam crowd have to grind a little bit more? Do things change because of stuff that they learned during this pre-alpha test that's going on their page? I don't know. If you guys want more on this one, I'm going to be tracking the updates, the patch notes, and how the economy actually feels once people touch it at scale. Leave a like on the video and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already, and I want to know your thoughts down below. Do you give a shit about Active Matter? Is this a game you would find interest in? Let me know your pros and cons down below. If you guys end up liking my videos, you can become a channel member for 99 cents a month, but I also am going to advertise. Join the Discord, get connected with the community. We had a lot of people fall out there a couple of months ago because I accidentally purged a bunch of people who weren't active in the community. My bad. If you guys aren't in the Discord and you want to be, the link is down in the description and the top pinned comment. My name is Bigfry, constantly fucking it up. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one.